Hey, what's up, y'all? Yo, come and sit down and shut the door. Y'all, I know I've been gone for a day or two, but we are going live later on. But we got to talk about these startling claims that were made against Kanye West and Diddy by his former assistant. And if this can be proved, and this girl swears she has proof to prove it, if this can be proved, this is the end for Diddy. It also hooks in Kanye West, and we need to ask who else that is from Diddy's inner circle is next to fall. Now, I know there's a lot of names in the hat. We'll talk about all that on live, but we have to talk about these shocking allegations and the way they line up too. um the white underbelly on YouTube has a groundbreaking interview with a woman that said she attended one of Diddy's freak offs. She goes into a lot of detail. We'll talk about that in the live, but the thing is there are correlations to what this young woman's saying now and also what she said back then, and also what Kanye's former assistant chief of staff Lauren is now accusing him of. This goes beyond him being really pervy and asking, saying, demanding to Bianca days before the wedding or a month before the wedding that he get to have his way with her mom while Bianca watched. And she still married that mofo. Again, that claim in itself, I feel what people are saying is really in bad taste, but you can ask what you want as long as it is consenting adults with the limit. The only thing is, it makes me side eye Bianca because I'm like, how much did you want to marry this man that he is talking out of his mouth, grimy to you, and you still don't care? You still are going full speed ahead. But then again, we saw the relationship he had with Kim, the songs he was making about Kim's sister. But forget all that. Let's get back onto the important stuff, okay? Now, why is this important? Because it follows a line. When this woman, Lauren, filed her lawsuit, she had no idea what was going to come out on the soft white underbelly. She had no idea what was going on. The fact that she described word for word the way everybody that has been rugged or taken advantage of by Diddy and saying that Kanye took her to the party and Kanye did that. On top of that, she's saying that after that, Kanye literally told Kim they were messing around, and Kim retaliated to her because she thought she was that they were having an affair instead of her actually getting raped. Y'all, there is so much. We're probably going to go over the legal documents later. We're going to go live later too. But for right now, let's get into these allegations because how's this actually affect Diddy? Well, for one, it's Diddy's party. For two, Diddy. So you already have liability because something happened on your house premises through homeowners insurance and all these other insurance. But two, if you listen to all these people that are saying they're Diddy's victims, and I believe the victims, right? Until it's proven otherwise, I believe the victims. Go do your own research, believe who you want, but until it's proven otherwise, I believe the victims. Um, they are saying that they are actually saying that at the end of the day, this is Diddy's MO. He supplies the spiked drinks. He supplies the spiked alcohol. He is into that. And if Kanye was at his house, Kanye didn't bring it, even though he's going to be held accountable. He didn't bring his own party bag. Diddy gave him the spiked whatever because, baby, ain't no fun if our homies can't have done. On top of this might spell the end of Kanye's empire. See, here's the thing. Kanye's been very, very vocal about his corn addiction. Very, very vocal about the weird, sick fetish things that he is into. But this thing right here, this goes beyond you just being freaky deaky and wanting your wife to run around in a pair of sheer pantyhose all over. This goes to the core. This goes to the core of everything that Kanye has earned. What let's just get into these. This is actually really, really sick. Hold on, let's pull this up. Let's get into this, right? It's important to note that she's suing Ye for 4 million and also a 3 million severance payout. He was giving her money. He was supposed to pay her 4 million a year in salary, bragged about it to Jay-Z, then wrongfully fired her and reneged on a $3 million severance payout. He says that Jay has 6 sexual obsessions and his fetish for also wanting to sleep with his target's mamas, including his wife, Bianca Censori's family. I do want to say this. Remember when Kanye and Diddy fell out? You think Kanye went and tried to sleep with Diddy's mama? I'm just saying he was his ops. I'm just saying she did have the white nail polish on. Maybe he got some eyes, you know? Anyway, Kanye has called her original lawsuit baseless and accused her of blackmail and extortion, but has yet to file defense. Now, here's the thing. I can understand him saying baseless, but blackmail and extortion, that means that some of the stuff she's saying is true. You just said you was going to pay her $1 billion to keep her mouth shut. Okay. Anyway, it's like when people use those words, I'm never going to snitch. Who you snitching on? Did they do something? That's an odd choice of words. Anyway, right? Let's get into this. Lauren P's her most serious claim was that years before she worked for Ye, he rugged and raped her, only allegedly confessing in his last weeks as her boss. She claimed she met Kanye when he invited her, a client, a musician, she's an OnlyFans girl at that point, to a studio session and party he co-hosted with his friends Sean Diddy Combs. He announced that everyone at the event at the Santa Monica studio had to drink if they wanted to stay, and she was handed a beverage by Kanye. Wow. Again, didn't they say that Ye says the same thing? Everybody got to drink. Everybody got to drink. Don't tell me that Diddy and Kanye co-hosted a freak off. Yo, get this. The reason why she's saying it now is she said that she didn't even know what had happened until Kanye confessed to her a couple weeks before she quit. That means that Diddy and his friends, she said that she took a Okay, she said so anyway, they said, Kanye announced to everyone at the event at the Santa Monica studio that they had to drink if they wanted to stay. Again, did they not say this is what Diddy does? She said she suddenly started to feel disoriented and began to flip into an altered and highly impaired state. She said she felt less in control of her body and speech, and that is where her memories of the night escaped her. The next day, she said she felt ashamed and embarrassed that she couldn't remember the evening, and her musician client refused to discuss what happened. So, do you think these are one of the people on the tapes that's being leaked? Diddy, Kanye, and who's that musician client? And whoever that musician client is, do you think that they're literally like, yo, you better pay or we going to start dropping names? Let's get into this, right? Um, she claimed uh she said that she only learned years later why her client was too traumatized and disturbed to speak about that night. After years of believing she was rugged by a studio assistant but escaped without being molested, she allegedly found out the truth from Kanye. Yo, Kanye needs to be under the jail if this is true. And literally, he just needs to be under the jail. She claimed that not long before he fired her in November 2022, he was enraged about a comment that Kim made about him and Lauren having an affair while he was still married. Kim was withheld in the lawsuit, but Kanye's only wife besides Bianca was Kim Kardashian. Lauren P., that's his assistant, told Kanye she wanted to send Kim a text to clear things up with her, as it appeared she was under the wrong impression about them. However, she claimed Kanye told her she couldn't send a message denying they were ever intimate due to what happened at the Santa Monica party. We kind of hooked up a little one time, Kanye told her. He then immediately proceeded to reminisce about the time he was referring to, where he hooked up with Lauren after she had been rugged. She claimed Kanye told Kim they hooked up, but left out the true nature and severity of what he did to her. She said, had Kim been told the truth and known that she was in fact rugged and sexually assaulted by Ye, she would have never made that comment. What shocked Lauren the most was that she told Kanye she had no memory of the night, and he laughed, saying, "Women love to say they don't remember, then change the subject." She said Kanye's true nature is predatory, aggressive, compulsive, vulgar, perverse, and frighteningly calculative. She called him a premeditative and sadistic groomer who used his fame and position to feed his insatiable sexual gratification and animalistic desires that gave little boundaries. She claimed he often had sex with employees and a rotating list of guests in his Yeezy company office. Employees were ordered to construct a makeshift bedrooms consisting of a mattress on the floor, pillows, and a blanket in a room, and even just a closet. He also used the staff bathrooms and changing rooms. He had a kink for wanting to have sex with mothers of his targets, as well as them, which he frequently talked about. Wow. This is wild. Wow. This is crazy. Yo, yeah, listen, listen, at the end of the day, this is wild. Um, I'm gonna go live about this. Kanye needs to answer for this. The fact that he is now linked to Diddy, and the fact is Kanye one of those people on the tapes? I would say they need to settle, but we all know maybe that's why Kanye's been in China doing shows. I mean, he got a lot of kids, but maybe these settlements, now that the Adidas deal's done, he can't keep up with them. Y'all, what do y'all think about this? We're gonna go live to talk about all the court documents and get into this. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.